offenses, to show that we were serious, and also to provide some personal items for the source.
Did you personally hand over the cash to the intermediary?
Yeah.
In what, in the suitcase or travel envelope?
Tell you the truth, probably a paper bag.
We finally tracked down the intermediary in Paris. We understand he denies receiving any money. His name is Nabil Moghrabi. He wanted 10,000 euros for an interview. We said no. Bill Murray gave the intermediary questions for the Iraqi foreign minister. Top of the list was WMD. The intermediary met the minister in New York 6 months before the invasion and only a week before the British government published its dossier which made the case for war. Bill Murray received the answers to his questions, and a secret sign was devised to show the source, Naji Sabri, was on board.
The intermediary had a couple of suits tailor-made for the source, one of which he wore when he gave a speech at the UN. That was part of the agreement to confirm the relationship between the intermediary and the source.
So when you saw the source, the Saddam cabinet minister wearing his new suit, what did that tell you?
That was my new suit.
Ladies and gentlemen, I hereby declare before you that Iraq
It told me that, yes, they're telling me the truth. They really have had the meeting, and, they passed the materials.
the American officers have been fabricating.
Murray couldn't meet the minister, so the intermediary briefed him on what Saddam really had. The CIA insists the intelligence showed that Saddam had WMD programs. Murray says his report was used selectively.
He had some chemical weapons left over from the early 90s, so he had taken the stocks and given them to various tribes that were loyal to him. He had intentions to have weapons of mass destruction, chemical, biological, and nuclear. But the report was very clear about what he actually had at that point in time, and he had virtually nothing.
Were the British informed?
All of the intelligence that we had was being passed to them. So I had to assume that they knew about it.
Okay, baby.
We asked Naji Sabri for an interview, but he declined. In a statement, he said the entire story was totally fabricated. He confirmed he had met an Arab journalist in New York, but disputes the account of the meeting.
Hey?
The Bush administration simply dismissed this secret intelligence from Iraq's foreign minister on the grounds that he would say this, wouldn't he?
They were not happy. I was told they were not happy.
Why not?
They just didn't believe it. I was told that the biological weapons information didn't square with the information from, quote, our best source. It wasn't until later that I heard about the history of Curveball.
Curveball, the code name of American intelligence's best source. This shadowy figure was to transform the intelligence on WMD, an Iraqi refugee with first-hand evidence that Iraq was producing deadly biological weapons. The story he would spin began at the Zerndorf refugee camp just